Hey everyone, happy Thanksgiving. This is Justin Canavan, or Canavan in Japan, your Assemblies of God World Missionary to Tsukuba, Japan. In Tsukuba, Japan, I have arrived in Japan and I have been in quarantine for the last 2 weeks, working and preparing and praying for the future of what God's called me to do. And I wanted to say thank you so much for helping me get here, and it's just been an incredible season already. I've already gotten some of my items needed to be able to get started here, like this Hanko right here, and I'll give a little close-up in a little bit, but essentially this Hanko is a seal signature that I'll need for registering at the city office and other documents that are needed in Asia. And been working on things like getting an apartment and starting language school study and all of those little things. Also, I've been able to, while I've been in quarantine in the church parsonage at Tsukuba International Christian Assembly, you can see behind me the sanctuary for Tika, our church. I've been working on some projects for the church, such as setting up streaming for the church. We've done streaming in the past, and some of the items were a little too technical and too complicated to work with. So last year, Asia Pacific Missions actually bought a Blackmagic ATEM Mini Pro, which is this without using technical terms, it's pretty much a streaming switcher to make it easy to be able to stream services and stream video to Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all the above. And so I set that up for the church and got it set up so that way during this time of social distancing, when in our sanctuary, you can only fit, with the social distancing standards set in place, you can only fit 30 people. And we normally have about, on a good Sunday, about 100 and something people coming to our services. And so for us to only be able to fit 30 people in our services, there's a lot of people that can't join in. And our missionary associate, Chelsea Puckett, acting pastor of Tika, has been making videos along with some of the team here at Tika. But, there's just something about being live in front and being a part of it live that's so much better when you're joining your church for having a church service. And so we actually this Sunday will be able to go live because of your generous support. And the thing is, why that's so very important is because in this culture where most people have never even had the opportunity to hear the gospel message preached, is so much more important, because this is a time of hopelessness and a time of fear. And we need to spread the gospel message to as many people possible, especially in this time of fear. The hope of the gospel is what needs to be spread in this area, and so you're part of that. Thank you so very much for helping me get here, and thank you so very much for giving generously and praying continuously. Also, we've had some exciting things come up for our team. My church planning team leader, Chris Carter, actually wrote a book on the book of Revelations a few years back, and Asia Pacific Missions is now going to publish it. It comes out on December 1st, and I read through this book, and it's an awesome book. I would highly suggest this book, Revelation book, to you to read. It's a devotional book, so it's a really good devotional to be able to give to your church members, and it'll be available at asiapacificmissions.org on December 1st, so I'd highly suggest you pick that up. And then also with our TEDS building project, the building next to the church, which I'll be able to show you in future videos, because I'm in the church right now, so it's right next to us. God has already raised $14,000 of this, and so of the $300,000 we need to buy and renovate this building. And we've been praying and trying to figure out how are we going to raise the rest of this, and we feel like it would be very wise to try to raise $40,000 during this Christmas season. If we can find 40 partners giving $1,000, that it would launch us into the next portion of this fundraising process to buy this building, this church planting training center where we will house, grow, and equip church planters to reach the never reach of Japan, planting 20 churches in the process. I appreciate you if you could consider that. I'd appreciate it so much. Please let us know if you have any questions. And thank you so much for your amazing prayers and generosity. Until next time, arigatou gozaimasu and jamata!